Hello, everybody. This is Jay Takashi, guys. I'm here to give you guys um, some predictions on the new Spider-Man movie trilogy, and this is something that I've been wanting to talk about ever since No Way Home ended, which was last December. And wow. And guys, like I said, I have a lot of ideas based on the Spider-Man anime series, and a lot of especially Spectacular Spider-Man ideas. Like I said, I'm drawing like ideas from like those particular series and a few comics that I have read when I was in college. Excuse me. Since Tom Holland pretty much finished his whole high school route, and he's going into college. We know with no idea of knowing who he is. So you good, my G? Yeah, yeah. Yo, Brooklyn and Taurus. Yeah, I'm good, bro. What's up? Why? I was wondering why you asked me that. I'm fine. Why? Do I look down or sad? I mean, like I said, I'm mostly neutral right now. But no, no. But all in all, to getting back to it, guys. Oh yeah, and keep commenting, Brooklyn and Taurus. I'm glad to have you here, man. And also be sure to spread the video too. It always helps me to create and put out more work. Now, guys, back to the topic. So like I said, so the new Spider-Man trilogy. And I know I said it's predictions in it too. So, like I said, I'm going to be drawing upon the sources that I said earlier, and I'm going to be giving some ideas of what could possibly happen or what we could possibly get. Now, granted, let me before I get into the most obvious thing that I'm wearing on my head right here to talk about. I'm going to say a little bit later. So, so we all know Peter. So like I said, so we know Peter might be going really into college in this new series, in this new series of events in his life. The next adventure for him. And like I said, that's really Spider-Man animated series stuff that they're doing because he was a college student. Like I said, because he was a college student more often than not throughout that whole entire series. And then after that, he grew up and was married to Mary Jane at the point near the end, or a third of the way there. And then, we all know how the last episode ended. But like I said, there was a whole lot of stuff that they covered with the college Spider-Man in the old school '90s animated series, which is really, really damn good. I recommend everybody check it out. We watched it a year ago. It's freaking awesome, especially the Spider-Man Unlimited series. Yeah, like I said, check that one out. Now that one's a little different. You can't do that story unless you have them in a different timeline. But all in all, let's get to it. So when he was in college, he faced a lot of different villains. He was juggling relationships, his responsibility, and now that he's technically gotten the whole clean, the clean slate of him being a nobody because of the results of No Way Home, you can really further. I'm gonna say this: you can actually further him actually becoming more of the Spider-Man based off that series, but also make him go through his own stuff, which he's been going through when he was in high school, except just more of adult theme stuff going through. Because he's experienced a loss, and that's going to make him stronger, but also it's going to cause some actual depression and my bad. What's the word? Residual feedback is the word I would use. And I think one of the ways you can do that with Peter, like I said, because we'll get to the villains later, but I want to make sure like we cover this thoroughly because it's going to be something that within how they do the movies, I'm wondering how they're going to tackle on like how he deals with the events after No Way Home. Because like I said, he's a nobody. Nobody knows who he is. Spider-Man exists, but they don't know who he is as Spider-Man, which is technically for the best, to be honest. But like like I said, he has a clean slate. He started from zero, and what type of endeavors is he going to be dealing with as he's still Spider-Maning or Spider-Maning, all right, around in New York and stuff like that, while trying to balance the college, the dual identity of him being a college student and him being Spider-Man. Because I think one of the biggest controversial things that you can actually do for him is the Super Maguire series did touch up on him working, different jobs, while trying to be Spider-Man and trying to maintain the shitty apartment that he lived in, similar to what Tom has now at the end of No Way, because he does the thing a shitty apartment looks like, and he's paying for his own rent and shit. So look, he's working. So like I said, I think it's gonna be him juggling a whole bunch of different shit while trying to Spider-Man. While trying to be Spider-Man all the time. Um, and I'm glad that the creators of No Way Home did that. Now my only and like I said, I want to delve deeper into the anger and resentment and loss that he may have, from losing Aunt May. Like I said, that's gonna play a factor in how he moves around, how he does his shit. Because like I said, it's gonna have an effect on him after what happened. Now, the best way I would say for you to execute this well is if, like I said, it doesn't need to be like a whole three story about the same thing over and over. I think, ouch, sorry. You could probably, I don't know if you want to do it, but I would say you can like I said, the characters he can meet. He can actually meet. I don't think there's a Harry Osborn here, but let's say they decide to have Harry Osborn. And guys, by the way, this is actually just predictions and thoughts. I have a whole bunch I can go over. Assuming that they get a good person to do Harry Osborn here finally, and of course a Norman Osborn, then that would set up the goblin thing nicely. You can do the whole goblin story with that particularly in one movie, one or two if you want to do that. Or more often than not, you could actually do Black Cat. Black Cat would be pretty good. And have her be like I said, because pretty much Black Cat is what Catwoman is to Batman, pretty much. Love interest and thief, and the cat and mouse thing. In this case, spider and cat thing. But yeah, so like I said, there's a lot of characters you can introduce with him going to college. In that retrospect, because like I said, it could be broken down into many other different examples, or it could just be I think I'll say this. I think how they're gonna probably do it, because like I said, because there's so many. Like I said, he has a big Rose Gallery list, and also there's a lot of things you could tackle on. And I know one of the most popular ones I've been hearing around is Craven. You can do him. You can have him battling Craven. I think Craven should be a one-off more often than not. And honestly, I think you should amp up Craven personally, because I personally would like to have him be the Spectacular Spider-Man Craven, where he's mixed with different lion genes, and he did the experiment in order to enhance himself to take on Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is much too strong for him. He's just a regular hunter. I would prefer, as long as they did that shit right with the jacket, costume, and all that shit. That would be dope. Let's think. So, I guess I'm giving out the ideas, but I think I mean, as we all know, like I said, we've seen the black suit story. Ouch. Sorry about that. Like I said, we've seen the black suit storyline in in many different iterations. Hello, Jaren. I'll put the link in sometime, but I'm not gonna be on too long tonight. I just want to hear people's ideas for predictions, but I'm gonna get mine out real quick for you guys. But like I said, I've always said, like, you deal with him dealing with his own stuff, along with Spider-Man, college student, and also what villains you could possibly do. I'm not done with all those yet, but I did say you could possibly do, like I said, the Harry Osborn or Osborn story with the Goblin. Like I said, the Goblin thing, that would be pretty nice. You have to get good actors. You have to make it make sense within the MCU, though, because I think the thing is, if he fights a Goblin or Ned, or let's say Ned, who actually is, and say you don't do Harry, so you just do it with Ned, like Hobgoblin type stuff. That you have to set up that as an actual really big threat for him, and that to make him, and it will be a good, because Spider-Man, Peter would be conflicted because I used to be his best friend, and he's, well, best friends, almost a brother to him, and he would be, like I said, he would be conflicted battling Ned a lot, and that would just set up for like great tension, great character growth, how he would get past something like that, on top of dealing with other stuff. But of course, I don't want him to. Let me say this, guys. When I say I want people to struggle and stuff like that, I don't want him to be banging his head against the freaking wall about stuff. I just really want him to understand like his faults, what he can do to improve on himself, and him exuding more confidence in himself is what it is. The hubris that he has is pretty much uncanny. And guys, be sure to chat and give your answers in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm always here to hear criticism on things. Hold on. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, period. That's what's up. Iron Boy Jr. is coming into his own, finally, Spidey. I agree. He is. Thank you, Bill Lantorius. Brother, be sure to comment in the chat too. So okay, guys, so let's get back to the predictions. Now, like I said, I went through. Oh my goodness, why I got a fucking spammer? The hell out of here! Get that sex shit out of here. All right, let me miss my train of thought. But like I said, so if they want to do Doc Ock, like I said, if they want to do a Dr. Octavius, or I'm not gonna say do Electro, but I think for me, guys, like I said, there's a lot of villains that we haven't tackled on, but I'm thinking, because we have to think of the ones that have not shown up particularly. For if you want to do a actual, hold on, Jerry, I'm gonna let you on in about a minute or two. Just stay with me, bro. Stay right there with me. I see you. But I'm thinking more along the lines of like you set up the conflict perfectly between him and the opposing antagonist that he's against, and you find a way to make it like hit similar to Vulture and Mysterio. One of the things that I did like about those, like the Tom Holland villains, more often than not, they connected with them before they showed their true face. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. About to get to my goddamn nerves. Yeah, but hey man, train of thought. But the thing is, for the guys, do remind me what I was saying, because he made me forget what the hell I was gonna say. I hate that shit. I talked about how you doing, Wally? Come in, Wally. I want you to speak upon this too. Like I said, because I'm getting ready to let everybody up in about 2 minutes, so they can give me their thoughts. Right now, I'm giving you guys mine because I said I'm going to movie right here. But I said Ned. I said God. I know I said another one, guys. And Marcus, get on here too. I'd love to have you on too, bro. You already have an exclusive, right? All right. I'm sorry, guys. I fucking brother asked me a question just now. That gets on my nerves because I forgot my train of thought. I said, now I'm pretty sure I said Ned and Hobgoblin, that storyline. And then, okay, I remember what I said now. So, like I said, you could have them get close to Spider-Man, particularly, with like how they did with, like I said, Mysterio and Vulture. I did say that, because the thing about those two villains, Vulture and Mysterio, is that I said they connected with Peter. One technically did. One was the dad of the crush that he had. Of the girl he had a crush on, and they were, he had to really struggle with what to do, what was right. And I think, like I said, that interpersonal conflict that he has really shows itself. He can really show that he can, he can deal with it more as opposed to when he was, when he was younger. Because like I said, he's a college student. He's actually growing up. He's actually like, a full, I won't say full on adult, but he is an adult. He is a young adult. And like I said, adversity with how you do a character, and guys, you're about to come on in about 50 seconds. I'm going to let you up. Adversity of how you deal with a character always depends on the execution of it and what can be conveyed. Because when you convey it very well, a lot of people will be shocked about shocked about how you did it, as opposed to you just throwing it on there and just telling us just to accept it, because it might just be sloppy material. Similar to a bad sexual experience. The best way I can tell you guys. But guys, I'm gonna have you guys on for a second, and we'll talk more about it in depth. But I think my idea for the first 3 movies, I have a good idea. I want everybody else to talk on here to give their explanation, because I know everybody, because I'm gonna give everybody a chance to say their first of what you want to see in the trilogy, and just give it out in order how you want it done. I'll give mine. I will give mine last, so we can all have this perfect conversation. All right, guys, time to come on up. Marcus, you come up because you're my admin. Jaren, you come up because you were here first, and Wally, my man, you come up here because you're fourth. And plus you got the 4 things: currency, time, brains, and of course the diagram. How are you gentlemen doing this fine night?
I'm doing good.
It's blazing hot.
Bro, you gotta
I didn't know he was gonna say blazing hot. Like, bro, it's hot everywhere.
Exactly, that's the whole point.
Canada.
This summer has been just disgusting.
I mean, I know, man. Canada don't seem so bad now, right? Talking all that shit about Canada, but all in all, guys, I did this stream because I've been really wanting to talk about this for the freaking longest, and I've held it back so freaking long, and it's about time that I finally started talking about it. But I did want others on here to speak about their own of what they would like to see from the new trilogy with Tom Holland, him being a college student. And I did bring up examples from the Spiderman animated series and some from this. Well, not all from the Spectacular, but that template can be used of what to do for his stuff. But I really want to hear everybody's opinion, and I think I do want Jaren to go first. But Jaren, do me a small favor, brother. I want to hear what Marcus has to say first, because he's a Spider-Man fanboy like all of the rest of us here. So I want to know what he would want. Yep. What would you want to see, Marcus, in three movies? What villains would you like to see, and what would you like to see him deal with?
I want to see him deal with the Venom suit, obviously. Like, have him wear it, the Tom Holland version.
Got the hat on.
Shout out to the hat, buddy. There you go.
Yeah.
And then, like, I know people were having a little bit of issues with what they found out as far as Kraven the Hunter, because he's an animal lover, not a protector of the kingdom of animals. Yeah. And then, but I want to see Kraven with him. I want to see maybe the Spot. Remember the Spot from the cartoons?
Yeah, there we go. See, that's a villain nobody don't know about. I know the Spot. Yeah.
And then maybe if he can have an interaction with Dormammu. You know how I remember when they fought? It was like Eddie Brock and Carnage were involved. Maybe some toxin, like a different type of symbiote that he would fight. Maybe Ants Venom. That would be dope.
Damn, I feel like we saved that when he's married, to be honest. But that's cool. I mean, Ants Venom wouldn't be bad. I mean, I think that should just be the final boss. Like, literally, he cannot be first. He would have to be last.
Maybe, or maybe the fifth one.
I want to see what you guys say.
No, you're good. You're good. Maybe in the fifth one, I want to see him maybe like train Miles for a bit till he puts on the suit. Because I know Miles, it'll be dope. Because I know in the game and in some of the comics, he trains him in the beginning, and then
I took some ideas from that too. Actually, I did think about that, but I meant mostly just him now. I guess I want him to do that. By the second movie, he meets Miles in the third. He trains him, and then Miles kind of helps him with something in the third movie. And
I
then
also want
him
him.
to
I
be
want
the
Spider-Man
new
to
Spider-Man.
interact with. I want Spider-Man to interact with Kingpin also.
Oh, Vincent D'Onofrio. Okay.
Yeah, because I know in the cartoons and the comics he deals with Kingpin as well, and he'll team up with
He does
Daredevil.
a lot.
But
Yeah,
that's all I have to
Spectacular
say for now.
Spider-Man. It's not even Kingpin. It's actually Tombstone in that one, which wouldn't be bad for me.
Yeah, and Alistair Smythe too. Hopefully, Alistair Smythe makes an appearance in the chair. You know.
I love that, bro.
But I'll let everybody else go though. I'm done.
All right. So make sure I got it right, Marcus. Before I let Jaren go next, and I'm gonna let Wally go. So you want to see the black suit? You want to see Craven and maybe Spot?
Yeah, Spot, maybe an anti-venom or a toxin.
Oh, you said anti-villain. Okay. So
You know,
those are your ideas
like,
for the.
I meant anti-venom, like the anti-venom.
I know what you meant, anti-venom, but not the. Okay, so you want him to have the Venom suit, and then save probably anti-venom for last.
Maybe the fifth or sixth of the trilogy.
Yeah, if they have more of them. Yeah, you said fifth or sixth for the second one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
And then maybe an appearance from Kingpin and stuff, but that's about it.
Okay. Jaren, you have the floor, brother.
Okay, I am looking forward to see Spider-Man team up with Daredevil because him and Spider-Man had a common enemy, and that's the Kingpin. Because Kingpin had dealt with Punisher and again Daredevil and Spider-Man. Because three of them have common enemies, and not only that, like I wanted to see him and Kraven the Hunter go at it because we're gonna have the same actor, and that's Aaron Taylor Johnson. He played Quicksilver, and now he's playing Kraven. So like I wanted to see him go at it because we never see Kraven the Hunter on the big screen. We never see that. It's difficult to have an actor who's going to play Kraven the Hunter. So Aaron would do an amazing job as Kraven the Hunter, just like he did Quicksilver. So like that was a smart part for him. So and not only that, when Marcus just said, I want see Spider-Man in the black suit. I want to see that, and I want to see him go at it with Eddie Brock, because like I don't want to mention the Tobey Maguire trilogy of it, but I want to see this trilogy with Tom Holland, and I'm looking forward to like see the Miles Morales. I'm looking forward to it. You know, you're gonna have a mentor who's gonna teach you how to be Spider-Man. You're gonna have a mentor. Peter Parker will be your mentor. He will teach you everything to be a Spider-Man. You look up to him. He's your hero. And I want him to have his own movie. Everybody wants to have Miles Morales movie. People been dying to see Miles Morales have his own movies. Either it's going to be like Will Smith's son or somebody else who will get the role. We don't know.
Because Will Smith did, but I see what you're saying.
I believe like Jaden will take the role. I think so. So like ever since we saw Spider-Man No Way Home, and Peter Parker said, well, everybody else forget who I am. Forget who I am as Spider-Man, Peter Parker. And now he's like he's starting his new life. That means a new girlfriend, a new best friend, and he's forgetting his aunt and everybody that he cared about. Now he want to start his whole life over. You know what? I just want to see Black Cat, Felicia Hardy, because like he made a choice to forget everyone who he was, and now he wanted us to just start all over because you made that choice to cast a spell, and now you want to start your life all over again as Spider-Man with no best friend, no girlfriend, no aunt, or and everybody that you know, no Doctor Strange or anything like that. And now you're gonna do this all over again. New life, new girlfriend, new best friend. At least you're gonna have a Black Cat. Black Cat. How about you stick with her since you want to start all over? So I think Spider-Man and Black Cat would be perfect for each other, and I hope they would get married.
You know how I am with that, bro. That's fan fiction galore if I ever heard it. But I'm not disagree with you. No, Jaron, I agree with you. The thing is, I would love that, but the thing is, it's the same thing. And why we'll never get a Batman. And we'll get it in a one-off, maybe, because the Batman Catwoman thing, like I said, is very similar. But are those what you want to see from your 3 movies that you just said?
Well, yeah, because we didn't get to see people on the big screen. We didn't get to see Kraven the Hunter, Black Cat. You know what I'm saying? I want to see those 2 on the trilogy, including the Kingpin, what Marcus just mentioned.
All right. Okay. I figured you.
And even Daredevil too.
We got to say a Scorpion in a Scorpion suit.
We never got
Scorpion.
But okay, guys, I'm gonna let Wally go, and then we're gonna have a free for all with this because we're gonna go over each of like what we would like to. I guess I know we said what we like to see, but we can go over like things and points of like what can work. What actors they can possibly get. I think that'll be last maybe. But Wally, you have the floor, brother. Tell me what you have to see in the new trilogy, Spider-Man trilogy.
You all throw in very great nominees, but I'm gonna slightly go different a little bit amongst how this will go. Amongst you guys' names, like I agree that those would be great, but most of them I think those are like subdivision movies they would do. I mean, the reason why I say this, like for instance, Kraven the Hunter, like that would be great fun to see that, especially when it comes to combat. But because Kraven's not that much of an oversight, since he's not that much like the big, nemesis of Spider-Man like that, he would be a side piece, like a side piece movie working up to the trilogy. See, I would definitely love to see that. Kingpin for the trilogy would be a little bit interesting, right? It would be interesting because this one is a big one. Now, but if you guys consider Daredevil being involved, then I think that would be then I think Daredevil would be like a side piece movie where they interact one of these days, or there's some way, like somewhere within one of these side piece movies, like they eventually meet up with each other for whatever reasons, and then that would prolongly show what's gonna happen next to the big 3 movie. Mm-hmm. Now the the Venom suit, hey man, that would be the glorious thing. That would be the big time thing right there. That's the big one.
Like they actually do the black suit, right? And guys, I can actually pull up the picture where they put up where somebody did the art for. I think studios did this. Hold on, and it's Tom Holland with the suit, full on black suit. And Wally, I want you to continue talking, brother. It's still your time to speak. Okay. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, no, I'll go wait for you to pull it up. But with the whole Venom suit part, it's a little bit tricky because since if you've seen the last movie with with Doctor Strange and everything, that looks great.
Yeah, and there's one you see fire right here. Yeah, here you guys go.
That's awesome.
That's fire. That's badass.
So lit. I want to see what it looks like at nighttime.
Imagine him in Deadpool.
Say it again, Marcus. I couldn't hear you.
I said, imagine him in Deadpool.
That'd be crazy. That'd be dark humorous. Yeah. Now, granted, because like I said, I'm wondering. And I do want you to get the rest of your point off, because like I said,
Right.
because they have to show a lot of anger and hatred that Peter has, resentment and
Yeah.
things. If you're gonna be wearing this, I better see like a really angry version of him. Not freaking Maguire. You know what I mean? And some Maguire was good for what he had, but I'm talking about I want to see this kid just go off in flames when he wears this shit. And just like he's a brutal, just unrelenting savage. That's what I would like to see. Wally, continue. I'm so sorry. You're giving your
Right.
explanation.
Well, yeah, but to that point, to the Venom suit, I don't think so. We'll see it anytime soon because, well, since they left Eddie Brock into the dimension, Eddie Brock will mostly have the Venom suit, and we don't know where the real Venom suit in that timeline will actually be delivered. So it would be a real hit and miss, unless somehow a piece of that Venom suit actually gets left behind, and then of course he eventually make it a part of himself, which then makes the black suit, and then maybe just maybe Black Superman Venom suit versus his Venom suit. Who knows? Who knows? As a fan fiction battle, that would be amazing.
That's a bad matchup, but I know what you mean.
I mean, think about it, think about this, right?
Black suit, wait, you said black suit who? Superman? Is that what you
said? No, Spider-Man. That's what I said.
Oh, okay, versus who?
But right. No, I'm saying no. His black suit versus Venom, Eddie Brock.
Oh, the one from
the one that's in his, yeah. Like if let's say let's say somewhere along the way, right? A piece of the symbiotic was left behind somehow, right? Like he literally had some way, right? If a piece of it was left behind and he took it along with him to experiment to understand how to work or defeat it, right? To defeat Eddie Brock, but eventually, it got out and it attached to him, right? Now he has his own black suit versus Eddie's black suit. Now that would be a battle of the black suit.
Yeah, I would say this: as long as they don't make it like the two Black Panther fights and shit like that, I just want something different. But I need it to be like
no. So here's the difference. The difference. The difference would be if it's his spider suit combined with the nanobots and the Venom symbiote. Have literally those two put together plus that. Oh yeah.
Okay, you want to amp him up and give him some help, yeah? Because I would say it's either Tom Hardy, Venom, will eat him alive. To this day, I still stand by that. But yeah, guys, I'm thinking like I wouldn't want it off the first movie. I think I would have wanted off of like he finds it at I hate to say this, guys, but the movie would have to be like 2 hours and something, so he can. It has to be not similar to Spider-Man 3. It would have to be like he gets it, he starts getting like I said, because I always think it should always be 2 movies, but since we have 2 to 3 hour long movies, we're not gonna have a 3 hour one. It should be 2 hours and 20 minutes. You can do him getting the suit, him meeting Eddie at this time, and like him being a savage, marked in the knot with some of the villains that he's doing. He runs up on him, maybe a rapist at one point, and he just beats the living daylights out of him, trying to hurt a woman and some shit. And then that's when he realized he's taking it too far. And then he comes across the villain of that said story multiple times, and Venom comes into play. Mm-hmm. Similar to the Church Bell. I know it's all similar to the anime series because that's what the whole Spider-Man 3 scene technically was, based off of the freaking anime series, where he rids himself of it, he goes home, and then Venom comes out, and then he faces Venom. And it has to be a one-on-one battle. But the thing is, how I want it. I'll be honest. I just don't want a copy and paste. I want them to do something different with how Venom comes out. I don't want the same scene. We've seen it too many goddamn times. We need to like. I'm be honest. Like kind of similar in the scene where like it's raining and he just pulls a suit off, kind of like in No Way Home, where the rain was on him. Like if you had that scene where he just rips it off, that would be dope. As opposed to him being in the church and getting rid of it. But you have to or be like near loudspeakers to get rid of it or something. I would like something like that, right. Because you know what I'm saying. I don't want the same thing because we've seen it twice. Animated series. Yeah, you probably find something to emphasize. I mean, it's iconic because it's a bell tower, but we've seen it before. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said change it up. If we're gonna do that, and I say if we're gonna do it, save it for the last movie. I can't believe I said that because it's the same thing. But
Right.
so okay, so guys, first, okay, so who would you all? Okay, since I think we're consensus, would you guys want? Yo, how many times I gotta keep blocking this motherfucker? But,
Oh my god.
These motherfuckers
it's a
got
troll.
problems.
Yeah, it's a troll, but I know I'm gonna take this art down while we add it too, because this is really nice. Because I like how it fucking looks. But let me say this: what I want from our villains, I want him to always to push him to make him think on his feet. He, like I said, he has no AI anymore. He's all by himself, and this is really where his freaking smarts can really shine through, and he can just become a whole hero from this. But the thing is, love. We'll get to relationships last. I think we'll say that for last. Like I said, while he's in college, like I said, he's coming up with things to help his technology be better, because he still has the knowledge of that technology that he was using when he was Spider-Man. So if he can make something similar to the taser web again, I would not be against any of that. I wouldn't hate any of that. Because if it's just that, then he can't overpower these villains by that sometimes. Because sometimes he has to get beat, then come back, and then he knows how to beat them.
Right.
So, because in the Spider-Man in the series is the same shit. So like that's what all the Spider-Man had to learn how to do. But with him, struggling to get good grades, struggling to get a girl, to have some semblance of a modern life. I want him to show all that, represent all that, and just really show us like I said, the college Spider-Man, because that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to juggle all those things while trying to have a normal life, because that's one of the biggest controversies with him. And as we've seen Tom Holland can put on a really realistic performance to see that he's really struggling. His I would say Far From Home, and then I would say really No Way Home really showed how much of an actor he can be. Of course, Infinity War and Endgame, of course. He's an emotional Spider-Man, but he's really good. He's tough, and he gets things done when the chips are down. So, so his villains, it's hard for me, because on one hand, the Daredevil team up would be freaking nice, and you guys, and you guys kind of getting me, swaying me, because I am a Daredevil fanboy, especially Charlie Cox Daredevil is my boy. They would have. Okay, here's the thing: they would have to amp up Kingpin's strength for me. He can't be a regular human. Because Spider-Man would just one-shot his ass. It's not even, or probably put him in the hospital. So that's my only issue. He would have to have people like what Marcus said, Alistair Smythe or something, the Spider Slayers. They could do that for the first movie. I guess that would be pretty nice to start it up.
Agreed.
Yeah, the Spider. Okay, you know what? Yeah, okay. I think we just got something for the first movie, the Spider Slayers with Alistair Smythe, and don't get a team up with Daredevil yet. But I would say you don't want to make it too convoluted. You could have interactions with Daredevil, and maybe he meets Miles for the first time in the second movie. And honestly, I'm gonna be real. I want 6 movies from. If you're gonna give me College Spider-Man, give me 6 fucking movies. I can't believe I'm about to be that greedy with that shit. Either that or give me 5.
You know what?
I'm gonna be real, because I want a lot of story. I want a lot of story covered with this, because just to get his stuff in 3 films wouldn't be enough for me, personally, for me. And guys, I'm being a greedy ass bastard right now. But that's because I see you, John. I'm gonna let you up, bro. I know you keep dropping. I'm gonna let you up.
There was more I wanted to add.
Go ahead, Wally. I couldn't hear you.
Because you know how like they keep what's the word I'm looking for? Basically informed, like saying, oh, the dude that was his best friend in there will probably be the Hobgoblin.
Yeah, I said that earlier when I first started the stream.
Right. So okay, I didn't hear that part correct. But if that plays out right, I see a possible play where, because for me, I say like it's even like to your point, right? If they move on to the Black Cat, right, and they try to form that type of relationship. My thing is, let's say there's somewhere along the lines where Peter is still interested in Mary Jane, but the dude, he sort of feels offended and everything else, and eventually he becomes the Hobgoblin. I guess if maybe figures out the secret or whatnot.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Battle. That's why that's my thinking.
Yeah, low key when they got their memories erased, I thought dead ass she was dating him. That when I thought that for
Yeah, it's like just the
And
way
that might
it
actually
looks
happen.
and feels.
I mean, that might actually happen. Because remember, they technically set up. He said, "I promise I'm becoming evil and try to kill you."
Yeah,
Which was
and
one
plus
of the
they never showed
line.
the Green Goblin yet. So
Yeah. And the thing is, I did say if they decided to bring a Harry or a Norman in here, they could do that. But the thing is, where the hell would they have been all this time? But we gotta. No. I would ask that shit, but at the same time, it's like, bro,
Didn't they already have Green Goblin in the last movie?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but that was from the other dimension.
That's from another dimension, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, another timeline.
So you guys are saying you guys want to see their own version. Is what you're trying to say.
No.
Yeah, their own version. Yeah.
Nobody here said that except me, so I'll say I'm taking the flames on that because I said if they did do it, then they would just it would be a retcon in a sense because it'd be like, what the hell were these guys here? So, I mean, but like I said,
okay, wait a minute. If we're actually looking at the cartoon version, though, Harry actually came late, and I think Harry was dating Mary Jane, wasn't he?
Yeah.
One of those.
Yes.
So that could make that
animated
could
series one.
Yeah. So that could pop in as a flipping trick into it. No way.
Right.
I mean, I'm down to see Hobgoblin because I know we haven't had any version of Hobgoblin in any of the
Never.
films.
I want the
that's why I want to see. I want to see them switch it up.
Yellow, I want all that shit. But yeah.
Ooh,
and plus,
now we think about
plus,
think of
honestly,
this.
I'm gonna be real. If Ned is, I can't want to do this. I don't want to.
No. Hey, think about this.
But he have to be a freaking like somewhat muscular and somewhat like intimidating. Because like I said, because he's got to amp up the evilness and his villainous for me to take him seriously. Because he's got to be an actual threat. And not just like some silly motherfucker.
Because all the theories were trying to say that Ned was going to be the Hobgoblin, and he didn't become the Hobgoblin. You know.
Well, no, in one book he did. Yeah. And, but the thing is, they're doing that. So it's changed. It's flipped around. It's like Miles Morales' friend that becomes Hobgoblin and shit like that. They're doing that with this Tom. With this Spider-Man. So that's what they're doing.
Right. But look, so let's say this, right?
Green Goblin in the animated series, which is what it was, because his father was gone, technically.
Right. So let's say in this series, right, in this part of the universe, right? So Harry and Osborn does come involved, right? But of course, his ex-best friend somehow gets to work with Osborn, and somehow he gets to look up, the big super weapons and everything else. And of course, he finds the elixir, which then gives him that, the same thing as the Green Goblin, but this time it's the Hobgoblin. Yeah. So now he gets the lab and everything else. He used the weapon. Right. And then of course, that all plays
and shit like that. Mess with the psychology and things with what it did. I mean, yeah, they even had episodes where the Green Goblin was talking to him and shit like that, which was crazy. And I'm like, similar to the Homelander we got. Like, if they could do all that, then I would love that. But just make sure but I just want him to just live up to the name and the hype. Is all it is. Be destructive, be crazy, be insane, and of course calculated. But if we can, I just wanted to talk about get on the Goblin talk for a little bit.
But I think Marvel's Dracula will come in when Blade comes in.
When who?
Blade.
Oh,
Blade.
Yeah. That's fair. Like I said, it all depends on what how we do it, and that's why I said Spider. So I think we're in agreement. Well, I don't know if all are, but Spider says for the first one, he doesn't know who it is. I guess you could just have it be Alistair Smythe, and then you can reveal. You can reveal. Yeah, John. Damn, you keep jumping, bro. Your internet is on the fridge tonight, brother. No, it's not his fault. It's just bad internet. Like I said, we can introduce Spider Slayers with Alistair Smythe in the first one, which would be fine. And I think as you can build up a reputation with Spider-Man, that Spider-Man's been helping around, and he's kind of been getting in the way of like these dealings that hinder Kingpin from doing what he wants to do. If you want to do the Kingpin thing, and like I said, you introduce Smythe through that, and Kingpin with the first movie. So it's not really two villains. It's just more so like this is his henchman, Alistair Smythe. The one in the chair, not the one who became a bionic android or some shit like that, which is kind of wild. I don't know what the fuck that is. You got some weird ass feet. but all in all, if they could do that in the first one, I would actually like the Spider Slayers. That'd be awesome.
Agreed.
And then he really had to be thinking on his brain of how to take them suckers. They have to make them things big too, by the way. They can't be small. They gotta be big.
Mm-hmm.
And not a Gundam size, y'all. Just really bigger than a house, at least. And he has to like swing around, take those things out. But then again, guys, we would be getting Mysterio shit because he had to take out a bunch of droids for that. But I don't mind that because it's from the books, the Spider Slayers and shit.
Mm-hmm. The Spider Slayers will be a great idea.
For the first one, different introduction for everything, and then like I said, debatable with Craven for me. I've heard the Craven thing a lot, and like I said, you have to do the if anybody here has seen the Spectacular Spider-Man series, and he comes in season 1, season 2. I think it's season 2, right? Season 1 or season 2, I can't remember. I think it was 1. And 1 or 2. I think it's 2.
If you have to choose between, but say best 2.
And he gets amped up with the whole a mix between different lions DNA, and he becomes somewhat a mixture between all the lions, and he amps himself up in order to take on Spider-Man because he gets humiliated by Spider-Man the first time he tries to hunt him, and then he does that as a way of like trying to put himself on that tier level, maybe not a little bit better, and he struggles to beat him. And I like that more because he's strong, he's fast. He's giving Spider-Man's having a hard time with him, a really hard time. Now he amped up.
Yeah,
but, I mean, because to me, I'll say this: it never makes right with me that a regular dude, especially Kingpin in general, I don't care. He's wide, but he's wide and has some excuse, but still ridiculous. It never makes right with me that a regular dude with just some enhancement, some shit, was able to freaking give Spider-Man a hard time. I just never believed it at the time because I was not a fan of that. I like his character, but him buffing him up to that tier, I was like, no, I was not with that. Because Spider-Man is so much stronger than a super soldier, so it's just no. But if they amp him up through that, then I'm okay with it. Like he said, he still had the costume on. He looked menacing. He was just more savage, like an animal, like he had to be, like scratching, biting, like breaking bones, like just playing with him, like tossing him around. And I'm like, yeah, they do that, then that's a real challenge for Peter. So he can get that through the second movie if you guys want to go with that route. But like I said, we're just picking villains at this point of what would work. I'm of the mindset since I'm really glad Jaron brought up Spider Slayers. Like again, shout out to you for that, man, because that first one is a good start for him. The second one would have to like really test this shit. And I think the second movie you can introduce either Daredevil or Black Cat. That's fine. I would, because you can't have 3 big characters in there and him dealing with his friends and shit because it's too cluttered at that point. You have to actually have it balanced out. So because to me, because what we don't want, Wally, because what we don't want, I got you, John. What we don't freaking want is Spider-Man 3 shit. You got too many characters in this bitch. That's what I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
go ahead, Wally.
So in the long sense of this, right? How do we see Peter growing up and getting a job? Are we seeing him going through Jameson in the news article, or do we see him in the science lab?
I see. Honestly, I don't actually want the photography thing. I actually want him to be the science lab shit because I was in Spectacular Spider-Man. That's what he was. Well, he was doing both. He got hired as a lab. He got hired as a lab assistant through his, through the job. Through the tuition of the college, and he was able to, work with Kirk Connors and his family at some point.
Right. So here's the reason why I asked that, right? If Eddie Brock is in his dimension, right, it will make perfect sense. It's because Eddie Brock's looking for answers, and the only one that's close enough to even know where Spider-Man be around or targeting him is going to be the news article where Jameson and all that. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, he will be the photographer at this time, and Peter Parker would. I'm fine with that. They can switch that around. I'm cool with that. So for the second movie, what do you guys want to see?
Damn.
Because like I said, we're in agree. I think we're all in agreement. I think we're all in agreement with Alistair Smythe. And
You said we'll look to the second one.
yeah, the second one, because like I said, I think we all just agreed to Alistair
I want
Smythe
to see some
and came in
tits.
for the first one. You want to see what?
Nothing. Never mind.
No. Either you said a joke or you said something. Just say it. Just say it.
I said tits.
He said King.
Okay, so black cat. Okay, black cat. All right. You know what? We should probably have her be the villain. No one even brought that up. I didn't bring it up either.
Is she an anti-hero? Because sometimes it's like she's like an anti-hero, anti-villain.
She's a thief. More often than not. Like I said,
Yes.
So basically, Catwoman levels.
Catwoman and Black Cat.
But Black Cat is hotter.
She is. We all know that, but I'm talking about they're both thieves. That's why.
Yeah, she got body.
Yes, I was gonna say that both of them are thieves, and I don't think.
Thieves, but
And I don't.
Yeah. Go ahead,
I don't think that they're not hero material. You know, they tried, but it failed.
Not failed. It fails always. That's why Batman and Spider-Man get effed over the way they do.
Yeah, because Catwoman and Black Cat, both of them are hot and sexy. I mean,
shit. Guys, cover your ears when I'm about to say.
Okay, so yeah, you know what? This would be smart because he does come down.
Wally, before you go, I'm gonna say this. Everybody, cover your ears. Honestly, Batman, Spider-Man is what you can do to fix the situation. Put a kid in them. Shut that shit down. Spider-Man.
Well, Batman does put a kid in her.
Yeah. I mean, Catwoman would be yours at that point, Batman. Spider-Man, you have a reason to stop jumping between Mary Jane and freaking Catwoman at this point. So,
yeah.
I want to hear. I'm just gonna be real. I love both of them, but I'd be like, bro, I gotta go with the one with the sexiest costume because I'm a Felicia Hardy fanboy from the animated series. So I'll go with Felicia all day. Yo, Jedi Mike, come on here, bro. Come
Jedi
on.
Mike.
Well, with that said, right?
I need you here for this because you spurred this conversation. But go ahead. I think Wally, you wanted to say something. Go ahead, Wally.
Yeah, no, because she is like an enemy and love interest and ally. So it's like so if Spider-Man sees Black Cat, right? This would definitely be like an enemy movie. So basically, typical, you're gonna be a typical thief and whatnot, and shit, et cetera, et cetera. If that movie comes to play, then they better put like a little bit of an origin stories in there. On her end.
Okay, he said situation shit with Black Cat for one film. I got you. I put her in two, maybe. Situation shit. No, I love that.
Technically, that's what it is.
That's what it is. I mean, hey, listen, that's what it was until he played around too much, and then But at the same time, I won't blame him. It's the same Spider-Man and Silk situation, which I don't mind. Me, like I said, we're gonna have to have things that, like I said, we can have things that we want, especially trade-offs. Jedi Mike, please get in here. I want to hear what you have to say. But because like I said, I know we said we want Miles in here and stuff like that, but I can wait for Miles for a while.
Miles will be for a minute.
Yeah, you can be wild because I think what I really just want a really great trilogy. Okay, here we go. Here's what he said. Return of Ned and MJ. Ned becomes Hobgoblin. We agreed to that. And if we don't, and I'm saying this, if we don't get the black suit thing, then I say this. I'll say this right now. Give us Spider Slayer for the first one. Give us Black Cat, and then give us freaking Hobgoblin for the last one. If you can do that, then that's fine. Okay, Jedi Mike's here, y'all. I really want to know what he says. All right, brother, how you doing?
Listen, I can't stay long because I'm working on an IT project right now. It's due the middle of the night. That's why I just can't get on. But I'll just leave off with this. One, introducing the new trilogy. They're immediately going to go into with the symbiote for Peter Parker because they introduced that in No Way Home. And that's going to the darker side of it, of his character. So that's a perfect time to introduce Black Cat because then it's like, if you remember, back in the old animated series, Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
That's when Peter Parker and Black Cat really started developing a relationship because of his mood change, because he become dark because of the symbiote. Hence, that'll be that situationship with Black Cat. But then when you introduce Mary Jane again, when she come back, because that MJ, there's no way Zendaya's gonna be in here. There's no way they're not taking her away. But
Thank you.
Right. Too much money to make. But the fact that they're introducing these characters back, but they still don't know them, is also that adds another like character development of him trying to rekindle his relationship with MJ, who doesn't know who he is. But then at the same time, Black Cat comes in the midst. Ned introduced him, but instead of being the opposite, he'll become Hobgoblin. They've been teasing that stuff for so long. That's definitely gonna happen. He's gonna be in Empire State. He's not gonna be in MIT. Empire State is right around across the street from the Baxter Building, and then that's where they can start establish, Spider-Man, Amazing Friends if they want to, and then they bring the X-Men, bring friends with Bobby Drake, Iceman, Firestar, and become BFFs with Johnny Storm. Period. So So that's what they're gonna do. See,
Friends, okay.
Yeah, they got a ton of storylines they can do. Kingpin. Don't introduce him until you bring in Miles, because then that could be his kind of villain for them if they want to do that. But Kingpin's on Echo on that series, so right now he's not really on the Spider-Man tier right now. But with Miles, introduce him in the second movie, or at least tease him in the first, and then you can actually be an actual co-lead in the third movie if you want to, and then which leads into his own spin-off film or trilogy if they so be, which they're probably going to. But what I think in terms of the multiverse thing, there's definitely another multiverse event that's happening. They just announced that they have silver actresses going to be in this new Madam Web movie. They just cast Emma Roberts going to be in the film, and we still don't know what they're actually going to be doing in that film. We do know that Madam Web is the center point of the Spider-Verse in general, if you just know your lore. So, and that report actually came out today, I think today or yesterday, of Emma Roberts being part of Madam Web film. And then we got Kraven the Hunter and other films coming out, these other Spider-Man spin-off films. So, but again, they're still teasing this, still like the Spider-Verse or multiverse thing is still not over, because we have Morbius and that whole situation with Vulture, right?
And we still have the animated film, still that part 2. Well, 2 is going to be in 2 parts, so that's the crazy part about that. So
so that's what they're gonna do. They're definitely going to do, because like they're gonna have that event, either the Spider-Verse have their own thing, or they'll connect to the overall body of the Marvel universe when they do Secret Wars, which they're definitely gonna do. So that's what that way, that if just in case they want to, because in the main Spider-Verse timeline, like you have Miles in his own universe, and also you had Gwen Stacy or as Ghost Spider,
his love interest and stuff.
Right, but the thing about it is that in the comics, that they actually went into the main 616 universe and actually just stayed there. So if they want to, either they want to make it sense like, okay, while we have more than one Spider-Man in the same universe, they can do that. But to me, I'm like, if we got 2 Iron Mans, or like Iron Man and War Machine, I'm okay with having 2 Spider-Mans. I mean, I don't see that being that big of an issue. But just to explain, just turns narratively in the story, right? Because I'd be like, hey, Miles is in Brooklyn or Harlem, and then Peter Parker's in Queens, so something like that. So that's why I feel like they can kind of balance that out of not having 2 Spider-Mans and having 2 separate Spider-Man franchises with the same name. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Right.
I only got one thing to say. So it's the idea around the whole
Jedi
Spider-Man.
is pronounced symbiote, not symbiote.
Yeah, but so the idea of Spider-Man, Iceman, and Firestar, right? That would be an interesting, but the reason why I said that would be slightly uninteresting, because then that's sort of touching close to X-Men in a way.
I knew you were going to say that. That's what I'm about to say. X-Men.
Yeah, because of Iceman. Because if you put Iceman in there, it's like, okay, well then somewhere around his timeline, that means he's stretching out. Because think about it. We already had what's his name? Damn, I forgot the dude name. You know, Magneto kids. We already had them two came into the Marvel scene, right? One of them died off. The other one died off.
I understand what you're
Yeah.
saying. I'm saying if they want to allude to
Yeah, I know.
Spider-Man friends, they can. It's obviously not going to be the same roster. I obviously agree with you because that whole X-Men thing, they're gonna explain that shit later because like because Marvel they just announced that they're coming back to Comic-Con in July, and so they're gonna be announcing a bunch of stuff during that. But I think they're gonna focus. Their main focus is gonna be Fantastic Four before they even do X-Men. So.
Right.
Don't expect any X-Men news or anything like that until after 2024, basically.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking about X-Men to success.
Yeah, because the first thing they're going to announce is that I know for the first X-Men property they're going to do is Deadpool. Now, I know that for a fact. They already got the director for the film. So like when they're going to announce that, that'll be the segue of explaining X-Men how they come through. But to the whole mutants thing, it's just like I know for a fact, like I mean, that's a whole missed opportunity if they do not have Peter Parker and Johnny Storm being best friends. That should be a missed opportunity. But with the terms of being like, okay, I have superheroes who are also like my friends, who also are like my age. They could add Kamala Khan if they want to. Miss Marvel if they want to in there.
Yeah.
Because they're both around the same age, but still, I think it's going to be a different dynamic if they just kind of like not kind of shelter him like they did in Homecoming, because like that Homecoming like trilogy is over for him being like the kiddish, like
the kid Spider-Man to like the actual he's not the adult Spider-Man, but he's going to the college Spider-Man now, where he really struggles now. And that's why I want to do the stream to talk about that, because most of what we got, because like I said, technically, Spectacular Spider-Man is all high school. It's not college, but it's so damn well done. But the Spider-Man old school anime series that we brought up, shit ton of villains, shit ton of team-ups, shit ton.
But here's my thing. Yeah, but here's my thing to that, right? Because okay, wait. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. All right, y'all go on. I have to rethink this down.
No, I know. Jedi gotta go. I know that.
Oh, okay. Now I know I was gonna think about. Because I read something very crazy, right? That about their Wolverine, right? They're thinking about giving it to Henry I forgot his name, but the dude that plays Superman right now.
Well,
no, actually, no.
I swear, I read the article about this.
That's a rumor. That's
Billy the Butcher from The Boys.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I know it's a rumor. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen.
The guy from The Boys, I can't remember his name. It's Carl Urban. Urban.
Carl Urban. People was talking about Anthony Starr, who plays Homelander, but probably not, because like, yes, he's from New Zealand, but like, no, like, if anything, he could be Reverse Flash. But now, like, I can't see him as Wolverine. But regardless of Wolverine casting on that,
he could play Michael Korvac.
Right, because like my casting.
You love Michael Korvac.
No, yeah.
I'm sorry. There's no one that can play Wolverine other than the one person they already have.
This is what I'm thinking.
Oh my
God.
I got one. How about Jars Edgerton? The guy from
I'd rather see Tom Hardy than Josh Edgerton.
The guy from Star Wars Episode 2, from Obi-Wan Kenobi, where he plays Anakin's brother. And
you mean Uncle Owen? You mean talking about no.
No. I love Jeff. He's like, you mean Uncle Owen?
No, I understand. He's a great actor. But no. I thought for me, I had Taron Egerton, who played what's his name, Kingsman.
It's Tehran. It's Tehran. Yeah. People got this name wrong. It's not Tehran. It's Tehran.
Tehran Egerton. Okay.
Yeah.
The one. Yeah. The one who plays the main dude. Yeah. Okay.
He's the right height, and he's still young where you can use him. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying whether they want to make it more accurate, whatever. But my thing with them is that
You gotta get a Nova. Get a Nova
well,
movie.
they now. Well, here's the thing. I'm actually working on a video about this. I have to talk about the upcoming things they announced. But they have confirmed they are doing a Nova project. Whether it's a film
Nova.
or Disney Plus project, they have confirmed it is. Just like they confirmed
With the original Richard Rider.
it's either or. I think they're gonna probably do both. Honestly,
I
because
better
yeah.
see.
that is better. Cause first you got to introduce Richard Rider because you can't get to the Mexican one. You know,
You can't get
the
the
main-
Mexican one. You get to the
that's
Richard
the
Rider.
main
I'll
one.
be real. It's the same thing with the original
the
Ghost
Mexican
Rider.
one
You
annoys
can't
the
get
shit
to
out of
Robbie
me.
Reyes without the original.
right? But I'm saying, but here's the thing, like the second Nova, he's more popular. You know, to me, in my opinion. But then again, it's like
Robbie Reyes
they're
is
gonna
more
introduce
popular than Johnny Blaze to me.
right. But no, they confirmed. They confirmed they are making a Nova project along with a Wonder Man series, which they announced as well. If you don't know who Wonder Man is, he's basically like he is like a superpower being, but he's also the body that was based off of Vision. In the comics.
Oh yeah, I
and
heard
stuff.
about that.
So,
I know about Wonder Man.
so that's probably the
Okay,
next
there's a
project
Wolverine,
we'll probably
yeah.
see Scarlet Witch at, because obviously she's not dead. But and they were a couple in the comics, so they might have.
Wait a minute,
that
she's
version. No, she's not. No way. Listen, okay, I'm about to go on a rant here, and I'm gonna dip. I can't. I gotta get back to this thing. But no, listen, like I'm telling you right now, what they did with Scarlet Witch, I feel they did more harm than good with her character, because they missed a huge opportunity in Multiverse of Madness for her character, a huge missed opportunity, because you mean tell me that the kids who are still not reincarnated, right, the most popular gay couple of all the Marvel Universe, Billy and Tommy, right, her children, right, they're the most popular gay characters in the Marvel Universe, and you mean tell me they're not going to be reincarnated while her being in the films or anything? No. So she's coming back, right? And they also had a missed opportunity because
That'll be a hard pull.
right, exactly. They have a missed opportunity because Magneto, when they introduced him, listen, hey, I know that you lost your brother, but guess what? You got another sister, Polaris, right? There's 3
Hilarious,
kids.
baby.
Right.
Yeah,
Gifted
see,
was good. The actress that played her and Gifted was great. So I love Polaris.
Oh yeah, Gifted was
Polaris.
yeah.
See, this is the thing I hate about like, the multiverse.
the one
like
with the
how they
green
doing this,
suit.
'cause
Yeah, the green.
The green
So
one.
much
Yeah,
Okay.
The green
Yeah,
one.
she's green.
She's green.
No, but that's what they could done with their character, just saying, hey, listen, you have a whole race of other people, and in fact, but again, whatever they do with her in the future, I just know, like, yeah, she's not done. She's definitely not done, Scarlet Witch. But to the point, what Marvel doing Multiverse of Madness is like this. Listen, I'm not saying I'm not trusting what Kevin Feige's telling us anymore, but at this point, like when July comes and Comic-Con comes, you have a lot of explaining to do. Or like, hey, we need some answers. All this stuff, like these plot holes, this confusing stuff with this multiverse, these timelines,
He
this
follows.
TPA, the variants that you don't even follow in Kang, Jonathan Majors, like what's going on with this storyline?
Well, I would
you
say
need
this.
to-
I don't think the variants need to be explained, Jedi. I don't want to cut it off because that's just the Eternal storyline, and no one's running to it except them. So I think the variants are just for them specifically. And I don't think, I'll be honest, the biggest flaw that need to be solved is that big ass fucking is that big ass freaking Eternal that's frozen right now.
No, the Celestial.
one.
Like, what's talking about that shit? Like, come
Say it
on.
again?
Like, nobody's talking about that shit. Like, oh yeah, by the way,
people should be talking about that. I would agree with you.
Like Eternal
Or the
that's
big
coming
thing
out,
that appeared in the sky.
Right, there's like a freaking Celestial coming out of Earth. Like, you mean tell me no one's gonna talk about that stuff? And that's not Avengers a little threat? Come on. And then,
That's more than an Avengers threat. That's the freaking Silver Surfer and all them niggas gotta come in. Is what they gotta do. Thor, Beta Ray Bill, all of them.
yeah. But that's what I just think. I know Thor about to come up soon, and I'm about to go see like a press screening for that, like in the next week or two before it comes out.
Volume 2 for Stranger Things.
Yeah,
Stranger Things coming out this Friday, and stuff to do a review on that. I might contact you guys about that, whatever. But because I'm working on doing like an Obi-Wan review, like a spoiler review with other people, like we can talk about the finale. And right now, They got this anime con that's coming up soon that I have to go interview about like a few directors on. I'm going on right now. I'm reviewing a girl who jumps through time, and I'm going next. I'm going to do was it a silent what's the movie again? It's anime. Shoot.
You said it's an anime?
Gosh, he helped me.
What is it called?
Yeah.
No. Just tell me what's the name of it, and I can pronounce it out.
Hold on.
Because I think you said you were reviewing a girl through time, or the girl who leaped through time. Oh, I guess I didn't do that. But no. But all in all, guys, with some good ideas that got thrown around about what could be watched and what could be portrayed in the production of the movies of the new trilogy. And I'm all for it. There you are, Jedi. All right, Jedi. Did you remember? But
I think he did that just to fix up his audio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to fix up my audio. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. I think it was. What was it? Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah.
What's up?
My bad, y'all. That was a Firefly was on my laptop, so I had to just get rid of it. I'm outside, you know.
No, I got you, man.
Mm-hmm.
While Jedi's figuring that out, guys, he dropped again. Like he's fixing his audio again. I'm not against Black Cat being a villain, or I guess like a side character help Spider-Man with some of this stuff. When he gets the suit and all that, I don't mind that team up. That's fine. Like I said, there are many different things that they can do. Like I said, I can't wait for Miles. I'm not in a rush to get him, particularly. I just want a good call of Spider-Man, and then after that, lead into adulthood, and then after that, you can bring in Miles, and then Miles takes over. It's cool with me. So I'm fine with. I'm particularly fine with that. I'm like I said, the ideas of what villains I want to face. I think of things that. Summer Wars and Wolf Children, bro. I'll be on there for that, bro. I've seen both. I've been seeing those. Wolf Children is really great, and I'm the biggest Wolf fanboy there is. So I can definitely speak to that. Yeah, he said the girl who do time. I remember him saying that. Summer Wars, Wolf Children, The Boy, and the Beast. I remember that. Midai, Bell, Exact Order, Mamoru, Asoda. I got you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. I'll be there for that. Because I have to do animated film reviews on here too. But to Marcus, to Wally, to Jaren, you guys, you said you guys are in consensus about what you want to see, right? Like I said, on the villains and everything. Because for me, Kraven, like I said, Kraven is not really a big bad. He's just like, I guess, like a side villain for me more often than not. Because
that's why I said that he would be a workup to the big movie.
Oh, okay, because you have to team him up with somebody or something.
But in anything else, I mean, going back to
go ahead, Wally.
Yeah, no, but going back to what Jedi said about the whole thing, because my thing was the moment he mentioned the Iron Man, the Iceman, and the Firestar, that was that moment I thought to myself, all this is telling me is if they did Quicksilver, now I remember his dumb name. If they did Quicksilver and they did Scarlet Witch, now they're doing Iceman. all that tells me is somewhere in his dimension of Spider-Man that the X-Men somewhere they probably disbanded and whatever like that, major trouble wherever on the other side of the wherever the world they are, they just just depleting and tearing.
I mean, that's fair. Because it would just imply that they've been around and that like and they're first of all it would imply that they're in the universe with them. They exist. They're upstate. They're in upstate New York, which is where they're always at, guys. They're not in the city itself. They're in upstate New York. That's where the mansion's at and everything. Which is funny.
Wait, that's in New York too?
Yeah, you didn't know that? X-Men are in New York.
Bro. Oh hell!
They're in upstate New York. Hold on, Wally. Let me say this. A majority of all the heroes are in New York, bro. Fantastic Four, Doctor Strange is in there, Spider-Man is there, Iron Man is there.
Y'all making this too big to make it when knowing it's small. You can't make this up.
I'm talking about the comics, games, everything. They all in freaking New York.
Yeah, no, that's my whole point though. That is literally my whole point. Like
I'm forgetting another group.
Yes, every superheroes are in the same city. You look at Spider-Man, the X-Men, Fantastic Four, Daredevil, Doctor Strange, and
Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist.
Yes.
All are in New York.
They all.
What else? I think the Inhumans or the Inhumans they call them.
What?
Inhumans?
Inhumans are above, like they're in the sky. They have a city. They have a city.
Oh well.
They're not in New York or floating over New York, but they're in the
sky. I'll say this, right? I'll say this because I know Daredevil's in Hell's Kitchen, and I know that the Baxter Building is technically the Fantastic Four, right? That's the Baxter Building is Fantastic Four. Then you have Iron Man.
Then you have Avengers Tower.
You have Avengers Tower, yeah, and then you have Iron Man's mansion in Malibu in California. That's a nice house, by the way. When they showed it in Iron Man movies, that was a nice crib.
That's a nice house. I'll be honest.
See, that's where most of them I thought they were. They were in California. I thought they were in California.
No. Iron Man's the only one that I ever saw on the West Coast.
No, that's my whole thing. Like at least for some of them, I thought they were in
Hulk and Hulk and Ant-Man.
He's in California somewhere.
Hulk, Ant-Man, and Iron Man were the only ones I saw on West Coast in the MCU.
Yeah, they're on West Coast. Yeah, Hulk is definitely West Coast. He's not East Coast at all.
Holy hell!
Yo, Wally, bro, you gotta read the books, my man, or watch the animated series, bro.
It's not the fact that it's just I never like for real though. That was the one thing I did not know. They're in New York. I did not know X-Men were in New York. I'm so serious.
I mean,
the X-Men are in private, right? They're like in a private estate.
You can give DC credit for at least is that all their heroes are scattered across the world.
Gotham,
Metropolis, Coast City, freaking Washington,
Central City,
Wonder Woman. Like, bro, Flash is in Central City. Like,
Emerald City
is spread out.
Shit.
So,
yep, there it is. I see. Okay, I read it. Yep, they're in Westchester, New York. Oh man.
Yeah, because Doctor Strange.
How the heck did I ever do this?
No, he's not far at all. His
like right
there. In New York. I think he's in Manhattan somewhere.
Yeah, nice part. It's expensive over there. That's why.
I told you, bro. Like all the heroes are in New York, so that's why I said, nigga, like y'all don't know. Upstate New York is
complete madness.
Because Captain America's from Brooklyn, and then Spidey's
from Brooklyn. Yeah, he's New York all the way. That's why I said Captain
America. Luke Cage is from Harlem.
Yeah,
and Jessica Jones is from Manhattan. So is Iron Fist, and Daredevil's from Hell's Kitchen, and
what about Punisher?
I don't know what the Punisher. I forgot about the Punisher.
He's in New York, but I don't forget. Well, actually, I'll say this. He traveled. I mean, he deals with jobs all over the world. I won't say in states and stuff. But majority, when he first started, he was in New York, taking out crime lords, crime bosses. Then after that, he moved on to the next place to take care of them.
I remember the movie with Thomas Jane. He was doing work in Florida.
Everywhere. He was everywhere.
Yeah.
He's just taking out mob bosses and crime lords and all them dudes and killing them. That's what he's doing.
Good.
He actually goes.
That's what I love about Punisher. That's why I love
Japan or China. It's just mostly the American country he stays in and does stuff.
Y'all remember when Doctor Strange and Punisher basically they fused? Like, you remember that comic?
Who?
Punisher or Doctor Strange took on the mantle as Punisher Strange or Doctor Punisher or something like that.
I know what you meant. I remember one point Punisher got the freaking Venom costume, and that motherfucker was able to fly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys, here's a story. I done research on Google, and then they had the Iron Punisher,
Yeah.
Iron Man Punisher version,
Yeah.
like Iron Punisher, and I love that idea.
I thought that was War Machine. That's basically War Machine, right? But just killer.
No. They come up with the idea with Iron Punisher, like Iron Punisher, like was really a dope, which is really dope. You should look at it on Google.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, that's one of the ones where
speaking about War Machine, since we already talked about this, right?
He's having his show coming out soon.
Huh?
He's having his show coming out soon. Armor Wars.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Where?
They announced it. They announced it. They're gonna have Armor Wars.
Oh, really? Where? On what platform?
On Disney Plus. Disney Plus.
Oh, I should have known.
That's where all
I
the
should have
Marvel
known.
shows are going.
This is what I'm talking about.
Wally, what would you think it was gonna come on?
Hulu.
That's my whole point. I just had to hear it.
No, not Freeform. He's on Freeform.
He's on
Oh, and not only that,
on Paramount.
Oh my God.
Yo, you all right, bro? You seem so angry, man. About this.
Like, no. Think about this. Out of you trying to tell me out of everybody else, out of the suffrage of Iron Man, you trying to tell me War Machine don't get nothing brand new? You trying to tell me everything this man has? Somehow Spider-Man gets some type of close proximity, but War Machine don't get nothing? Oh, come on.
Hey,
What are you talking about? Hey, Iron Man most likely left him some stuff, bro. That was like his brother.
Shit. Then he would be in the big boy times.
Wally, I guarantee you, he must have left him an Audi, a couple of suits, maybe some money.
Oh, I don't care about that. I'm talking about some new gear.
Yeah, some suits. Probably more than one Iron Man suit, maybe.
Bro, Tony's gone. So
you want me to talk about fancy cars stuff?
Gear.
He probably left him like 100 million.
What's up,
Here
John?
it goes, Roddy.
Yo,
What's up, John?
John. Hello?
He's a bird.
Someone else got audio issues.
No. All right. I mean, I wait for him to say something later on. Yeah, I think he just muted himself. But yeah, man. Like I said, all of them, majority of them in New York. I mean, the only thing you got is Namor's in Atlantis, underwater. Black Panther's in Wakanda, which is Africa somewhere, and the humans.
Miss Marvel's in New Jersey.
oh, dude,
Now you gotta make me have to look at this on the map.
Look, let me be honest with you
No,
guys.
seriously, like this is just nonsense.
I want to tell you something about the Inhumans that I have a problem with. Like, I don't know much about Inhumans.
I do,
but to me, like Inhumans is just not in the same league as the X-Men.
I mean,
they're not in the same league.
Well, of course they're not. They're small.
Well, no. I was talking about in terms of like their as characters. No, they haven't been in that much stuff, but they've been in a great few things. It is mostly Black Bolt, mostly that's been in stuff.
Yeah, Black
Bolt's the king of Inhumans, right?
Yeah, it is. Black Bolt, he's
Yeah.
the king. And normally he's out there representing his people.
And Black Bolt's part of the Illuminati.
He's part of the Illuminati, which was in the movie, which was done well.
Yeah, the same actor. Y'all remember the same actor that plays Black Bolt with the
he was in the show. I remember.
Yeah,
I know what he looked like.
Inhumans, the TV series was terrible. I never seen it.
I never watched it.
It was fucking terrible.
Oh, John, we can hear you, but you low. But
welcome.
Yeah. I mean, Humans is different, but I mean, like they're not. But the thing is, they're not like terrible, or whatever. They got their own things that they deal with. Like they even with the new comics and stuff. They with Civil War II, they had a big thing in that storyline, which was not as good, but the war wasn't as good, but like their story within that was good. And also mentioned, freaking Thanos came into the humans' freaking city to try to get his son. Black Bolt screamed this nigga's eardrums to oblivion to Thanos, and I'm like, yeah, that was good. They got some good stuff, but you gotta look for it. Is what it is. I mean, of course, they're not on the same tier as X-Men because X-Men is more popularized and stuff like that. But that's a tribute to the writers. But to me, it's just another thing. The same thing with the Defenders. Defenders have a lot of books that y'all don't read, besides being in that show. Like they had a lot of stuff.
Oh shit! Don't forget
for me, I say it like this: X-Men is a little bit more
don't
diverse.
forget about Thunderbolt.
Iron Fist and Luke Cage, Heroes for Hire. Y'all ain't read them books. Like they got stuff that they be doing, especially Iron Fist. He got some books where he be going in on dudes. He be splitting his head.
That TV show did a bad portrayal of him, man.
Yeah, I know it did. It did. Don't remind me. It did.
What about
season 2? Season 2 is the only good season.
What about the anti-version of the Avengers called Thunderbolts? Yeah, Thunderbolt.
Yeah, Thunderbolts. They're actually doing that, guys. They're talking about doing the Thunderbolts.
They were supposed to have Red Hulk, but then the Senator Ross, he passed away.
Oh yeah, William Hurt. William Hurt.
Passed away.
William Hurt passed away. Yeah.
And man, just get a new actor.
Oh, the Hawkbirds.
Say what?
What's up, Wally?
No, I'm saying they're about to introduce the Hawkbirds now.
Don't know.
Oh, remember U.S. Agent? The
U.S. Agent is part of
the Walmart Captain America.
Walmart.
Yeah, the Captain America wannabe now is U.S. Agent.
He's U.S. Agent, and he's part of the Thunderbolts. Like I said, they can do Zemo. They can do all of them. They can do all of them. The only difference is you just get a new dude. You get a new freaking Thaddeus Ross and get Red Hulk. Simple enough.
Yeah, and don't forget Black Widow's sister.
I forget her name.
Oh, hey, you know who I think who could play the new Thaddeus Ross?
Mary, goddamn White Widow or something, whatever her name was.
Hey, you know who could play the new Thaddeus Ross? I think it could be Dennis Quaid. I think
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Dennis Quaid. I haven't seen him for years in movies.
Hey, what about the guy?
Bryan Cranston, if y'all want Bryan Cranston.
Hey, what about the guy who played Henry Cavill's dad in Man of Steel? Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, is he still alive?
Yeah.
He can play it. He ain't gotta have a beard or nothing. He could just look him. He look like a military.
He ain't gotta have a beard. I like the beard though because it kind of look. I can only imagine Red Hulk because then I know when he turns to Red Hulk, he doesn't have the beard, right?
No, he doesn't.
No.
Okay, but they could do that.
Funny if he had like a mustache while he's Red Hulk.
No, he didn't have one. He was just all red with the hair and shit, and he had the glowing red.
Probably look like Hitler.
Eyes.
Oh, don't bring up Hitler, please. Don't bring that piece of shit.
I was watching that movie Jojo Rabbit the other day. That was like one of my funniest movies. That's a funny movie, bro.
Of course it is. Of life.
Yeah. Have you seen it, Jaron? It's a pretty good movie. I recommend to watch it. It's a good family movie. Wally, have you seen it? Jojo Rabbit.
Wally
Washington, where are you? Watch, you want to answer?
He's probably doing something.
Oh. Well, Jojo Rabbit, I never heard of that movie. I would do my research and see how it turns out, you know.
Scarlett Johansson in it, and then another guy, Sam Rockwell's in it. The guy that played Caliban in Logan and the X-Men series. He's in it. And then a couple other actors are in it, and like the little kids. It's basically it's the point of view of a child going through World War II from the Germany side, going through school and boot camp and all that. They try to indoctrinate the kids, but then he has it's a good movie though, but it's just interesting.
Oh yeah, he said, "Hold on for a second." That's what he said.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Like I said, majority of these heroes are like in the same spot. You just got a few days.
You gotta move.
Moon Knight is somewhere in Cairo.
No, I said, have you seen Jojo Rabbit?
¿Qué pasa?
Have you seen Jojo Rabbit?
Jojo Rabbit. I believe so.
Yeah. Oh, It's the one with the
I remember
kid
the
where
name.
it's through the kid's point of view where he's like going through World War II Germany, like him and his friend are going through boot camp and like school indoctrinations, all that stuff, and like his mom is like helping like smuggle like Jews and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
Okay. Anything extra you guys would like to speak about?
But I want to see Doctor Doom in the MCU already.
Okay.
Yes, me too.
And Galactus, hopefully we get a Galactus.
Dude, I think Galactus should be at the last
Galactus,
fight.
fuck
The whole
yeah.
MCU series in general.
You think for like Avengers 5 maybe he'll be?
Everything off with him, and
Or
no more
Avengers
movies
6?
after that.
Like
Because
an Avengers
Galactus
6
is that
movie?
big of a threat, and there's nothing else after that y'all can do.
And not only that, bring Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do Galactus, and they need to have him refix some.
F that. Give me Silver Surfer movie. I don't give a fuck.
They gotta bring back Iron Man. They gotta bring back Captain America.
Man.
I want to see those guys come back.
And hey, listen, if you made Scarlet Witch this powerful, you can make Silver Surfer his shit too.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want to hear nothing after y'all interrupt that much. I was like, no, nigga, no.
Yeah.
Give me him his full power.
Yeah.
Y'all can't downplay or anybody.
No, and then they never introduced Adam Warlock. He's supposed to be getting introduced, so maybe in the third
Third Guardians. Probably be a villain, and he'll be a good guy at the end, and he'll join like he's supposed to.
Yeah, like
No, we need Quasar. No, we need Quasar on the Guardians.
Quasar's cool too.
And I'm talking about you can do the male version. I want the female version of Quasar. Give me the female version. Because then you'd have two short girls on there right there. Then you have, and she still listens to freaking Star-Lord. So fuck yeah.
You have Mantis, you have Nebula, you have Gamora.
Gamora, then you have Quasar, then you just have Rocket,
Gamora.
Adam, Star-Lord, and Drax. 4.
Rocket.
Well, I mean, the right
Drax.
comes with dude, but then you have 3 dudes. You're good. But yeah, I want the female Quasar. That'd be dope.
I know at the end of the second one, they had I know in the comics it's canon. They had the original Sylvester Stallone, Mindframe. That one that looks like a serpent, but he's kind of like the version of Doctor Strange. And then you had like the other Asian lady. You had the big black guy, Ving Rhames.
I said the other Asian lady. I love that.
I can't remember her name.
Yes.
I can't remember her name, like the character.
I know what you meant.
Yeah, and then they had like Ving Rhames, but all big and like blocky, like all.
I know who Ving Rhames is, man. I know that. Yeah, crazy.
But I can't remember like their original names, like because they were apparently a part of the original Guardians in the comics back in the day. And then you had Miley Cyrus as like the little robot, Mindframe.
Oh my god, the Mirror episode. Yeah, I seen that episode. Oh my god, I seen that. That was so fucking hilarious. Like,
actually, guys, I mean, we're talking about heroes, man. Moon Knight is in Egypt somewhere, so that's another one. He's in Egypt. Supposed to be in New York too, but but he's in Egypt. We can cross him off the list. He ain't there no more. Egypt, bro.
Yeah, Egyptian. Like he is Egypt.
Yeah.
Moon Knight. I wish he can be in New York.
That would be dope. Like he's been in some New York and some comics, but not all of them. So yeah, I mean, like he, and not to mention, I'll be honest. Hopefully we get to see some of these characters on the big screen too, because I will see Moon Knight live and freaking
Midnight Suns,
the other Avengers and shit. That would be pretty dope.
Right.
Midnight Suns.
Because his costume and shit, I fuck with his costume heavy.
Yes.
Bro. That's dope.
And the Beyonder. Hopefully the Beyonder makes like a entrance too.
The Beyonder?
That's too much.
The Beyonder. Yeah,
dope.
I remember that character. I seen him in Spiderman, the anime series.
Yeah.
Man, he
was also in the Avengers Assemble series too. They updated his suit to make it more like updated.
Yeah. They did.
Oh, what about Dormammu? The flaming Dormammu, the Doctor Strange nemesis.
I know what you meant. Well, Dormammu is freaking the Dark Dimension. That's what they did. Like that's what he looks like now.
Isn't he still trapped there? Because that's where like Cleo comes out, right? At the end of the credits, She says
Say what?
that's what she remember when Cleo at the end of Marvel Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
Cleo. Yeah, Cleo.
She opens
came-
she opens a portal, right?
Yep. And it was a
To
dark
go there?
dimension.
Yeah.
Yep. Which I'm glad they did her because for me, I was wondering like, are we gonna get Cleo or not? Come on, y'all. They gotta do her because she's a part of Doctor Strange's stories and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Even we bring Dormammu or Galactus. Even we bring Dormammu or Galactus. Like, I mean, if we're gonna have another Avengers movie, we gotta have like one of the.
Don't forget Mephisto.
Mephisto, I don't know who that is.
He's like the devil. He's like the devil MC.
The devil version of Marvel.
Ghost Rider, and then fight him a lot.
Dude, so funny, Black Panther. Dude, this is why Black Panther's Batman in freaking Marvel. He trapped this motherfucker and beat his ass in the human world. I was like, no. That I'm going to call someone bullshit on that because that's Batman shit, and I'm just like, I don't see. That's why I said that's bullshit. But he did do it though. But they said it depends on what we all want to see for.
Hey, Jerron, what state do you?
Hey, you know what would have been crazy funny?
I'm in Chicago.
Okay.
Oh, you're in Chicago. Yeah, he's in Chicago.
That's cool, man. That's what's up.
All right, Wally, go ahead. What were you gonna say, Wally?
No, I was gonna say was you want to be like just very interesting since now there's no Uncle Ben, there is no Mary, there is no Aunt you know.
No Happy.
You know what I'm getting at with the names. Whatever. You know, it'd be very interesting if they let some old white dude play the old white dude play what's his name? Oh, I can't believe I forget his name. It's been so long. Who?
Hold on. You want to play Uncle Ben?
No, I'm past that. No, I'm talking about the comic creator.
Oh, it's on Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Jesus.
They better
God,
not.
that would be
Freaking not.
Bro, why? Why not? You think about it.
Hell no.
Yeah, you let this guy up here on the panel
to play Uncle Ben. Hell no. Hell no. No,
Jay,
you guys
got no love. You guys got no love. Okay.
No love for you.
I love Stan Lee. I love Stan Lee, but him as Uncle Ben, hell no.
Not Uncle Ben. No. Did I not? Did you not hear me at the beginning? I said since Uncle Ben and his aunt is gone from the whole thing, what I was talking about, there'll be a white dude that plays him. You know, Stan Lee as someone, you know, in the cop shop, you know, someone that gives him, you know, Peter Parker advice every now and then. Like, you know, just a pop-up. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. But who's the white dude's gonna play?
I don't know. I'm just saying that would just be something for interesting fun. I don't know. I would say that. Marcus so mad he probably had it clicked off.
As well.
But if not that one, then maybe you know that in the cartoon series where Peter will eventually travel within that zone and talks to that old spider lady.
Oh, Madam Web.
That can be one interesting one.
I mean, like I said, for me, that's why I say give them 6 movies because I always see all that animated, but at the same time, it's a lot of story they got to cover. And plus, I'm gonna say this right now. I want you to understand. I don't give a fuck what Marvel does. As long as the movie's fucking good, that's all I care about. Make that shit good. That's all I care about now. We've gotten to the point where we've said you can do no wrong now.
Right. Like, just give us something. Like, just don't give us the same bullshit. Just give us a new.
Multiverse of Madness was really great. It was so different. You actually went full on horror with that, and I love that.
Yes, like
you know what I really want to see.
Like,
go ahead, Wally.
No, what I really want to see is they introduce Psylocke. I'm sorry. I want to see a dang freaking movie, whatever TV show, whatever they got to perform. I want to see that origin story. That would be very interesting for me. Psychic, swordsman. Oh, let's go.
For me, all I really want to see, I'm gonna be real. as much as I love the Eternals, I want to see more of them. To be honest,
Damn,
I
Eternal.
Eternals. That's what I said. They gonna make a second one. They have to.
Listen, I want since okay, let me rephrase this. Ever since they brought Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, and Spider-Man No Way Home, bring back Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and start all over.
Okay. Let me say this: the girl that plays Jessica Jones, I wouldn't change her because I think she's perfect. Don't change my culture. My culture is perfect as Luke Cage. I would not change him. Get somebody else for Iron Fist is what I would say.
What Van Jones don't want to play Iron Fist in the
the only time he did good was when season 2 in Luke Cage when they did that team up and he acted like the actual Iron Fist. He actually acted like him. He fought like him. He spoke like a wise master, which he didn't do in his own series, which is crazy. He acted like, bro, in Luke Cage series, he was everything that we wanted to see in the whole damn series. That's fucking terrible.
Oh, let me say this because I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
That's one of my favorite scenes when they team up and beat up.
I'm gonna
go ahead.
Okay. Sorry. Listen. I'm really gonna be honest with you guys. I don't like the relationship between Iron Fist and Colleen Wing. No, that.
I would say that was actually one of the most, I won't say redeeming, but it was one of the good things about that series for me because I actually, with that relationship, because I love, first of all, Colleen is my girl. First of all, it's an Asian girl. You already know what it is with me. And she cute as shit. And not to mention
she's fucking sexy and hot. She's hot and sexy, and she's a badass and she can kick ass.
Yeah.
Listen, I like Colleen, but I don't like the relationship between her and Iron Fist. The only thing, listen, as much as I love
Marcus, bring him back.
As long as I love interracial relationships, I want to see Iron Fist and Misty Knight together.
Oh, the one you want the comic book ones where that happens, yeah.
Yes.
Technically, he goes out with. Well, you know what's so funny? Luke Cage got himself a white sister, which is Jessica Jones, and he had a kid with her. And then after that, in the books,
that's Jessica
Iron
Jones.
Fist is a black girl, so I wasn't mad at that at all. And
okay, so you have Luke Cage and Jessica
whole family. That's the kind of thing.
I love the interracial marriage, interracial family, interracial love.
Luke Cage have
like
brothers.
Yes, I love. You okay? Let me rephrase this again. You have Luke Cage and Jessica Jones together
in the books and in the movies. Oh, not movies.
Yes, they had a kid and they got married. And you have Iron Fist and Misty Knight. I want to see that, not Iron Fist and Colleen Wing. Okay, that shit don't make no goddamn sense. And we already seen Luke Cage and Jessica Jones together in a Netflix version of their own series, you know. But I want to see Misty and Iron Fist together the same way I see Luke Cage and Jessica Jones.
Well, see, for me, I would want a Heroes for Hire series, and then after that, you can branch over to their own individual relationships, where he's no longer Harlem boss, whatever. He doesn't need to be there no more. Him and her settle down, and him and Iron Fist go and do those jobs. They go get paid and shit. Like, it'd be dope. Like, if I get a whole series with those niggas just there, I would watch that whole shit because that would be dope. Because anytime they interact, even like I say what you will about the actor or whatever, their interactions together, him and Luke Cage are like some of the best chemistry I've seen. So that actually has an accurate comic book adaptation about how silly he was. Like, well, if you can believe that I can freaking, I believe that you're indestructible and you believe I can do it with my hands, so why is it infallible that I can't beat a dragon? Hell no, man. Those are my favorite things. And that's the scene where they did that team up in his own show. And I like that episode a lot because he says, I'm gonna take you there one day and shit, so you can see where the hell I come from, and then you'll shut up about me lying about this shit. And it's just like yeah, like I like that chemistry a lot with those two. It's the same thing how I feel with Daredevil and the Elektra they got her to play in his own series. Because I thought, first of all, two things. Let's point something else. That is the sexiest Electra I've ever seen, and I would date that woman.
Oh fuck, me too.
I
Oh
might be
my
before we have
god.
kids with her because it is what it is. Because she's gorgeous as hell.
I mean, she's fucking hot too.
She
I
sounds like she's a badass too. The same thing like Colleen.
Yeah.
Like at least, like I said, say what you will, but when they cast some of these girls, some of them were badass, perfect characters for. And I'm like, none of them were like softies.
badass women. That's what I love. Like Electra, Carleen Wing, they fucking badass. They both
Carly
of them
Wynn,
are.
Misty
And
looked
fucking
beautiful. That sister was hot too. I ain't gonna lie.
fucking sexy as fuck. I'm sorry, they are.
Everybody on the next. Everybody listen. Everyone on the Netflix over. None of them looked ugly, bro. I'm talking about from character standpoints, and not just looks. I'm talking about just personality wise. I fuck with. The only one that's gonna have a hard time in the relationship is like Jessica if she stops drinking. That's the only one. She's like the female version of a male drinker. Is all it is.
Oh
But
my god, Jessica, god damn
she
it.
got a drinking problem. That's all it is. And that's why I couldn't do that. I mean, that's Luke Cage's wife for a reason, y'all. He had to knock that shit out of that, slap that out of her sometime. I'd be like, yo, get out of here. but yeah, man, like I said, hopefully they can get things going with expanding this universe. I want to be fucking alive to see all this shit. I'm 31, my nigga. I want to see a whole bunch of shit done before I'm 40. I'm gonna be real.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Namor versus Black Panther before I'm old. I want to see freaking the X-Men in here. I want to see that. I want to see a good Jubilee with the fireworks ability shit. I want to see all that shit. I've never gotten a proper adaptation of that Asian. Okay,
I think they'll bring that back because if you look at Xavier in the Doctor Strange movie, huh?
I said, I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off, Wally, but by the way, she's Chinese American, not Japanese American. She's Chinese American. If y'all didn't know that.
Nope.
Yeah,
they didn't make her look like that.
I know what you mean, but you got to pay attention to the newer look they gave her. But yeah, she's Asian. She is Asian.
Yeah, in the cartoon series, for me, it just didn't look like it.
Because fireworks, technically, that's coming from China and Japan, really, from really the China thing. That's where it comes from. And she was not a mentor. She was another apprentice of Wolverine, because he has Jubilee, Rogue, I think, and X-23. Those three. So yeah, that's why he's always the.
Since we're on the topic, right?
What about Psylocke?
Bro, listen. I don't know if I say I love her outfit, love her, but bro, yeah, I'm more likely to get him a Frost. So, and plus, she doesn't come off as a villain or something. I don't know. Bro, y'all got X-Men Apocalypse. That's the only time I get a chance to actually see her in live action, or at least in cosplay.
I just mentioned Psylocke.
No, the both of you did. Ouch.
Well, okay. With that said, here's another one. You know what I wish they did with the Wolverine standalone movie?
Yeah,
instead of ending it the way they did, huh?
No. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So instead of ending it the way they did, I wish they at least drafted to the point where it enters the whole, in a way, Wolverine verse, where the Wolverine now it's like Wolverine, Sabretooth, X-23, and I forgot the other dude's name with the two blades. Warpath, I think he called. I think if they answered that one, that would have been nice.
I gotta go inside. Hold on, because there's a little cold out here.
No problem. Hold on, let me go find Marcus.
Sorry about that, guys. Had to use the restroom. All right. I take it we all got our ideas out and everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to hunt down Marcus. I think
Yeah,
he's over
man.
there.
Good luck trying to find him, man, because I needed him here so we can talk more about stuff. But guys, are you all good to end it
He's
here?
at Nauseam.
If you guys want to stay in the backstage, we can talk about more stuff if you want. But guys, to everybody here, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, we already went through our thoughts of what Spider-Man, excuse me, on the new trilogy, guys. I just ate, sorry about that. And you know, of what the new movies might look like, and to give you our thoughts, our predictions of what they might do. And I'm really happy that people really showed up for this, because I actually wasn't planning on doing this, to be honest. This actually was something that was in the long range of to talk about, but I'm glad we finally was able to get it done. Oh man, Jedi Mike, man, you made a whole lot of lists I gotta talk to you about, and I gotta be a part of. But shout out to my man Jaron Patton for being here. Shout out to the Wally Washington, my man's. Marcus. I know John tried to get here. Shout out to John. Shout out to Jedi, my brother Jedi Mike. And guys, we will be back Thursday for the chill out, and maybe something else, probably depends on what we feel like doing. Me and my brother, and also we might do an anime stream Friday night, depending on if I can get my sister on again. We might just do that night talk on the Friday night. Who knows?
I'll be there on Friday night. I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can get her back on again, and more often than not, we'll see. Because like I said, that's my sister and my sibling. She has a lot of stuff she wants to speak upon, and I really enjoyed that stream last Friday that we all did. You guys all did amazing. You guys were respectful and everything, and you guys knew how to handle yourself. Proud of all y'all.
I was always respectful, but
I know you always are. But I just like to just give everybody out their brownie points for everything. But yeah, guys. Like I said, me and the guys are gonna have a conversation back.
Just make sure next time don't mention the Dragon Ball. Do not mention how Vegeta slept with the father. Don't do it. Don't
do it. Okay, I'm in it here, bro. Because anytime we get into this, you know how it goes. Y'all have a great night. Enjoy the outro. Enjoy the freaking thumbnail, which I did just to in like about span of 30 minutes.
Ooh, the black suit is the best suit.
Yeah, man, you know what it is, man. I got the best suits on right here right now. But it is what it is, guys. Y'all have a great night. And we'll hit you back on the rebound. It is what it is. Good night. Oyasumi nasai.